Good morning, my name is Steven and welcome aboard day 2 on Disney Fantasy. We're pulling into Nassau, Bahamas right now. As you can see, it's a beautiful view. We're pulling alongside some awesome ships as well, but I'm really happy to be aboard the Disney Fantasy. I've been on other ships looking at a Disney cruise, but this time I'm on a Disney cruise looking at other ships. It's quite awesome. We found that the aft was really the vibrations from the ship were really bad last night, but as time went on towards earlier in the morning, like 6 a.m., they actually calmed down until we started pulling into port. Hopefully that's a good sign and it's not going to be bad, and maybe yesterday was just a really bad experience, but we're hoping that going forward the nights will be better. We'll see how it goes. We'll let you know. We're here in Nassau, Bahamas, and we're already really excited to be here. Let's start with Nassau. We're gonna get off. We're gonna go ahead and explore just some of the closeness of the port. We're not gonna go out and actually do any shore excursions. We're just gonna save money and see what we can do without spending any money. At least no money on tours or excursions, maybe money on shopping. We'll see.
Alrighty, Steven's still in the room sleeping. We've had a long couple of days so far, so he needs to catch up on that. But I'm gonna run up to Cabanas and go get our breakfast. Gonna take it back to the room. We're gonna eat on our balcony. Looking at that beautiful view of the Bahamas. So let's go check out what Cabanas has. Now, we did pre-order last night, so that way, because of our dairy allergy, they already know what to make. We just gotta run up there and grab it real quick.
What's the room number?
6188.
Oh, your Mel's guest. She called already.
No. Oh, yeah.
Melissa, my roommate. Yeah. She called already to find out
Oh, she's your roommate?
the big. I'm gonna prepare it. Where you stand?
Alrighty, so we got our food, and I brought it back up to the cabin. So we got Mickey waffles, hash browns, bacon and sausage, and some fruit. But yeah, so this is gonna be delicious, eating on our deck, even though the sun's a little bright. With a beautiful view of the water. Let's take a taste. Definitely much harder to eat on your lap versus at a table. You won't even be able to tell if they're allergy friendly. They're really good. Alright, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my meal.
After breakfast, which was really good, we're all set, ready to go. We're heading out to Nassau. We had to hop on the Disney Cruise Line app, hop into the virtual queue, which was basically nothing. And we got a ticket to go off right away, but you need one to get off. That is required. So even if there's no line, you gotta hop in. And thankfully there's no line. So we're ready to go, and we're gonna head down to deck 1 to get off in Nassau. Goodbye, Fantasy. We will see you real soon. Oh my gosh, is it windy though?
This is my first time in the Bahamas.
Look at that. The Disney Fantasy. So hard to believe that we're on board that ship. Well, I guess not right now. Currently we're in the Bahamas. Which they're doing a lot of construction around the port, which is always a good thing, but also not a great thing for us because we may or may not see it anytime soon.
Enjoying our time at port of Nassau. Nassau? How do you say it? Alright guys, we are enjoying our time here at Nassau. So far we've just been through some shops, just been checking things out, making our way along this path. Let's see what else we come across.
Got out of the straw market, and we got a few more things that we ended up wanting to. We actually got some pretty cool turtles that we got names carved into, not for us, but for gifts for other people. It's really cool. Everyone in there is really friendly, and they will definitely help you out to get you whatever you want, and maybe even persuade you while they're at it. After all that shopping, it's time to head back to our home ship, the Disney Fantasy. Really excited to get back on board. Probably try and find something to eat for lunch, even though it's only been a couple hours since we've eaten breakfast, but I'm hungry. I don't know about you.
I could use a lunch. Maybe a light lunch.
Yeah, something easy. But really excited to get back on board. That way we could stop spending money in port, because they're really convincing people here. At least on board, it doesn't come out of our wallets, it comes out onto our cruise folio. So I don't see it right away.
I don't even have to think about what I'm buying.
Oh, we're back on board. And now we gotta go drop off our stuff to the room because there's a lot of stuff, and we gotta get over and find something to eat.
I went up to Cabanas to get food, and then he is just out on deck ordering from Flo's Cafe. But from Cabanas, I got some cold shrimp and a chicken salad. Both look amazing. I already had one of the shrimps, and it was really good. And I know that the salad's gonna be amazing. So, yeah, let's dig in.
All right, we're finally gonna take a crack at our first trivia.
Yeah, so it's Disney Tunes trivia. Last time,
all right,
we didn't
friends,
do
in
too
the
bad,
Dina,
so let's see how we do this
here to
time.
win it. And what's the name of the song? Let it go. All right, tally up those points, everybody. Put your hand nice and high in the sky if you got 1 point. You should be leaving 10 points. 15 points. 20 points.
We are all finished with trivia. We did not do as good as we had hoped, but that's okay. The person who won actually did not get full score.
She just won.
One it is.
29 out of 30. I mean, I guess, yeah. She didn't get a full score, so.
She didn't get that many more than us.
She had 10 more than us.
Why'd you not tell them? But it was so much fun. The host of it, Sushi, she was amazing, super fun. I'm so excited to hit more activities on board. Have your pictures taken?
We'll see if this actually works. I don't know. This was supposed to be a sea day when we first booked it, and it's a port day, so it's weird. Well, after just a little bit of rest and our photo shoot earlier, that was a lot of fun. We actually got some really good photos. It's unfortunate that we had to go outside for them, but we think they're gonna look really good. We have a meeting scheduled tomorrow to take a look at those photos, but the photo sessions are free. They don't cost anything. Of course, the photos cost money, but if you don't like the photos, you don't have to buy them. So that's why we're gonna have a meeting tomorrow with him at 7:30, but tonight we've left Nassau and we're ready to take on the evening. Unfortunately, today the show is the same, where they're doing Frozen again on second night, so that way those guests that didn't see it last night get to see it tonight. But thankfully there are a few activities that we want to try and check out, one of them being the family game show, which we don't know anything about, so we'll see how that goes.
We don't know, and there's no hope. Yeah, it's a match? All right, then it's a match!
It's time for dinner in Royal Court, and Donald is welcoming people in.
Yeah, you want to follow us?
Very excited for day 2 dinner.
Royal Court, it's so pretty in here. A little more subtle and formal, but
Yeah, I feel underdressed right now. Something that we thought was really amazing is the carriage that holds the bread.
this place is reminding me a lot of like Cinderella, which is like my favorite classic film, or my favorite classic princess. So that makes me like so happy. And there's like, looks like a mural of all different like Cinderella scenes. I don't know if that's, oh, they're different princess scenes.
So Royal Court is a celebration of all the princesses.
Yes.
So you can find all your favorite princesses here. Feels like it should be a formal restaurant, but unfortunately, it's not formal night tonight. It got pushed to tomorrow, we think, we hope. It says it on the
Supposedly,
app.
unless
Yes.
they change it again. But hopefully, because I'm really excited for formal night. But yeah, there's just, around the room, there's different little murals of the princesses, and it's really pretty. I got the French onion soup to start with. This is like one of my absolute favorite soups. So hopefully the Disney one's good, because I'm super excited about it. And it smells amazing. Oh, that's so good. Yep. They do it right.
I got the duck confit. It's not one of my favorite dishes, but I do enjoy it, so I'm happy to have it tonight. Especially something different from meat. We're gonna have lamb later. Let's see. This is actually a lot better than I had it last time. Because last time it was really dry. Because duck can get really dry. But this is actually really good. Done really well. Has a great flavor. Comes with nuts and cranberry, which is not my favorite. So we'll skip out on that part. But the duck confit itself is pretty good. I do recommend it if you're coming here. We got our main courses, but Melissa asked us a really tough question. What goes up and down without moving? She asked all three of her tables, and we're all sitting separately, stumped, not sure what to do. I don't really know. Any ideas?
No clue. So if you know, comment down below right now. Pause the video. Think about it. Comment.
Do you know that one? Don't tell us, but do you know it? You know it?
Don't tell us.
Don't.
Walk away.
I was just curious if he knew. We don't want his help.
No, he doesn't want it. So I don't tell him.
We told him to walk away.
He told me to walk away.
So do you know the answer?
I have an idea of it, maybe.
If they give the answer, I'm gonna fire you.
It's on an
Wait, is
elevator.
it stairs?
All right, he got it. Without cheating. You're the only two who cheated. We didn't cheat.
Anyways, I got the beef tenderloin. Okay, so tonight I got the beef tenderloin. Looks good, smells good. Does it taste good? I'm sure it does. Oh my god. Not the tenderloin, it's the fillet.
That's what I was thinking. That's not right.
Ignore that. I got the... It's still the teriyaki dusted, right? Or is it completely different?
I think teriyaki dust is tomorrow.
Sorry, I've been looking at lots of menus. I got the filet. Looks good. Smells good. Does it taste good? Sure it does. That is amazing.
I got the rack of lamb. Let's see if this is good today. I'm not really sure what the crust is, what there is. A bit of a crust.
The wasabi crust, isn't it?
Is it a wasabi crust? There is a crust. Not sure what it is, but what's that? The sauce is really good. I really don't know what the crust is. But it's tender, it's tasty, and I'm happy with it. Rack of lamb, great choice. Alright, Melissa gave us another one. What comes once in a moment? No, wait, once in a lifetime, twice in a moment.
Did they
What?
get it?
They did already.
Already?
They don't have their phone, but don't tell me the answer.
What happens once in a lifetime, twice in a moment, and never in 1,000 years?
It can't be that difficult, right?
No, they got it really easily.
I don't even have any ideas for this one. Last time, at least I had guesses.
Think outside of the box.
Think outside the box.
Yes, think of. I'm not telling Akka. Akka goes around and giving the answer.
I need to think about this. See, he gives a clue.
Carry on. You guys can get it next. We'll let you get it next.
We're gonna take it out a moment.
I will go from here.
Arca is the most innocent one in all of it.
He's not innocent. He dropped the ginger ale and then Stephen got the answer right. Maybe he wrote a note under the ginger ale or something. Let me see that. I think that's a note. See, I told you. He wrote
It's because okay. What are they drinking?
It's Jack Daniels and ginger ale.
I don't think so.
What do you mean? I've been serving
I
them all
think it's
night.
ginger ale. So what are we drinking?
Almond milk.
In a cute glass.
We got a nice
Brownie
cookie.
Cookie on the bottom, brownie on the top, and chocolate syrup over it. Looks amazing. Stevens has raspberry sorbet on it. I'm gonna get some on the side. They didn't bring any because strawberry, raspberry, get mixed up a lot. But if it's raspberry, I can have it. So, and get that on the side. Anyways, let's dive right in because it looks amazing. That is so good. So rich. So chocolatey. Amazing. That's all I gotta say.
Well, that was a wonderful dinner in Royal Court.
Yeah.
And we have some wonderful music to exit to. But amazing dinner. The riddles were a lot of fun.
Yes.
But I think now it's time to go to sleep. Right after dinner, we gotta go to sleep. Tomorrow's Castaway Key, so we have to. Gotta wake up early. I think we're gonna wrap up for tonight. Head back to the room, but I think we're pretty much done. Because tomorrow's gonna be early. We wanna try to wake up 7:30 for breakfast. That way we get to Cabanas. We're gonna be docking at 8:30, and we wanna get as much time on Castaway Key as we possibly can. We have a few excursions booked, I think, or at least one. We were at least on the bike. Actually, yeah, it got canceled, my bad. But we got the bike, so we're gonna do that. Looking forward to it.
Yes, I'm super excited. Tomorrow's gonna be so fun.
But we need to rest up for tomorrow.
Yes.
Alright, actually, we decided to do some shopping before we call it a night.
Oh, they have a Star Wars Day at Sea one. Is the cruise line one.
They have some Star Wars stuff. Of course, no costumes for us, but I mean...
This is nice. Star Wars Day at Sea. Oh, it's a really nice tumbler. Couple things in case you forgot a costume.
Yeah, it's nice to know that, you know, for the Star Wars Day at Sea, they do have you covered in case you forget. Mostly for kids, but I mean a few things
Oh, it's a cape.
for an adult. They even have a Star Wars Day at Sea shirt for $35. Of course, you're only allowed to get 2 per guest. And a pin.
Hey, it's not like overly expensive.
Yeah, it's a pretty good price.
It's $35, you guys.
I really want to get it, actually. Depending on how we
Maybe for your birthday.
how we spend over the next few days, depending on whether or not I'll get that shirt. It is nice to see that Disney Cruise does have ship models. Carnival. Which, by the way, I got a comment in the comment section saying that as of last week, there still is no ship models on Carnival Radiance.
Oh my god.
So people are thinking about me when they find out that there's still no ship models. But the Disney Fantasy has one, and of course we have to get it. Alright, got my ship model all set. And they even come with the box on this cruise. When we did the Disney Wonder, they didn't do boxes. Apparently it's something that didn't exist on that ship. And they've never heard of the technology. But the Disney Fantasy, new ship, newer technology, I suppose. I'm so rude, I'm sorry.
So ridiculous.
It's really important to have that box though, because sometimes when you're traveling and it's not in it, it can get damaged. And that's something that I really worry about a lot, because these models are important. They do help me bring back some of those good memories from all those different cruises. Honestly, they're some of my favorite parts. Even though they're models, I do like playing with them as well.
Okay, don't put that in.
I'm not gonna put that in. But they're important to me. I do love my collection of all the different ships I've been on. And there's a few that are missing. And I hope to eventually get back on those ships one day to go get those models. But at least the Disney Fantasy, we have it, and the memory is secured. We've made it back to the room, and we found yet another amazing animal.
A cute little bear.
Still not very good at guessing some of these, but I assume it looks like the bear. Looks like...
It's gotta be. Look at the way it's sitting. What else sits like that?
That's true. Well, that was another amazing day in Nassau, Bahamas. Now we're really looking forward to Castaway Key tomorrow. Our first time ever being on that island. It's Disney's private island, so if you're really interested in that, be sure to check out tomorrow's vlog. As always though, this isn't a goodbye, but just a see you real soon.